So we're here with Kris Allen on the eve of his sophomore debut, obviously.
Yeah,
That's
the eve.
The
That's
eve.
nice.
It's like
Sounds very professional.
I try sometimes.
The eve.
So, so how excited are you for your album to come out?
I am, man. I feel like it's out. I mean, people have listened to it, and I think some people like across seas have gotten it, and even some of the fans that ordered the pre-order have gotten it. So I feel like it's out, but tomorrow is kind of like the day that everyone's been waiting for.
And you're going to be
included.
Promoting it on Live with Kelly, which is exciting for you.
Doing Live with Kelly. L.A. Reid's going to be there. I don't know what that means for me.
Big things could be.
That's a good thing. I don't know.
So how is this album different from your first?
I think that I got to spend more time on it, which was great, and kind of really dive into the songs a little bit more, and really kind of get a little bit more personal with it, and make it a little bit more about myself, other than just like, this is just music, and it's more like, this is me, this is my music, this is what I want to do, and it's been a great ride making this album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, are you just as nervous as you were for the release of your second album, as you were your first album, or a little less, a little?
Probably more excited about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a little bit more nervous, just because it is like my kind of baby, and these songs have been around for a while, and I've wanted people to hear this for so long that the nerves have probably like racked up. But I'm so like proud of it, and so confident in it that I think that some of those nerves are kind of put to the side, you know.
And now, what challenges did you find making this album that you did not have with the first?
Well, because I had so much time, I'm a perfectionist, and so I wanted everything to be perfect, whether it be the lyrics of the song or the production, and sometimes giving someone like me a little bit more time cannot be a good thing. And so when you're in a studio for hours and hours and hours going over if you should put girl here or not, it's that becomes a problem. But you know, that was definitely like the worst thing to happen, so it was all good though.
Now, the album itself is named after a street your friends live on in LA, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, don't you think, since you named it after that street, don't you think if the album does really well, they should rename it Kris Allen Way?
That's a good idea. Never thought about it like that. That would be very nice of them.
Would be good, right?
Little part of LA named Kris Allen. I feel like my friends would move though.
You think?
Yeah, they don't want to live on Kris Allen Way. Way? What would it be? Would it be Kris Allen Road?
Kris Allen Boulevard?
Avenue? Who knows?
It's your thing. You can name it.
Kris Allen Court?
Yeah.
I like that.
There you go. You named it. Can you pick a song that means the most to you off this album, or is that too hard?
It is really hard to do that, but I would say, if I had to, I'd probably say Teach Me How Love Goes, just because it's probably personally means a lot to me, and it's kind of, I started writing that song right after the first record, and so that one definitely means a lot. It kind of it's like questioning a lot of different things and trying to figure things out, and how it all works, how life works, how love works, and so that's probably the most personal song.
And have you figured it out?
No, not at all.
Not yet.
I'm still trying.
So what's the follow-up to that song?
I don't know. I still don't know, so please still teach me how love goes.
Is there one song that you really had a fight to keep on, or to get on the album, or to keep on the album?
Probably the one that had the most fight was probably Leave You Alone, which is weird because we started playing that song live a while ago, and I don't know, I love the song, and so it was you know, you had to do a little bit of bargaining to get it on there.
Yeah. Use the Kris Allen charm.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Must have worked.
You have to do this.
You got it. Of course, he's mentioning that because all of his promo pictures for this new album, he didn't know what to do with his arms, so it just ended up on his shoulder or above his head. Yeah.
Why did I have sunglasses on?
See,
this one's the same pose.
And then
I didn't have
the Vision of Love cover is
this one.
Same.
My shoulder hurt that day.
Yeah, it's really like you were massaging yourself almost.
But apparently, this is not an uncommon pose.
It's not, as you noted on your Twitter.
Everyone does it. It's the new thing.
It is the new thing.
What's that they're telling you? do something with your hands. Take them out of your pockets. And I'm like, what do I do with them?
No.
Do I do this? That's terrible.
Don't. Yeah, that is terrible.
So it's like, they're like, oh, grab your shoulder. Ooh, yeah. Put your hand on your head. Okay. It's
yeah,
weird.
the first pose you look like you were bullfighting. Like you're going to go ole. Just need a red cape and you'd be set.
Ole!
Now, speaking of touring, are you looking forward to get back on the road?
I am. I mean, we did our first full band show 2 days ago, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, there's still a couple kinks to be worked out, but it was fun to get to play the new stuff with everybody, because I think that this new stuff, well, the new stuff translates so well both ways, whether it be just me playing it or the band playing it, and I love those guys so much, and we've become like a family, and hopefully we can get out on the road and kind of do it all again.
Now, speaking of being on the road, what's the craziest thing that has happened to you guys, since it's just a bunch of guys on the road? I assume Katie doesn't come out on the road, and maybe she should leave.
She does. She comes
Do
out
you
every
go
once
on,
in a
you go
while.
out on the road?
She does.
Yeah.
Hang out.
She likes to hang out on the road. The craziest thing that's probably, I mean, there's a couple crazy things. I'm, sure that
Within
there's
reason.
a lot of
course. Yeah.
stories, but probably the craziest thing, and I've talked about this a million times, is the naked hotel story.
All right.
So that's probably the craziest thing that's happened. And one of our merch guys, God bless him, was peeing in his bunk. So that was and it was dripping on Andrew. It was terrible.
As long as it wasn't you.
It was not me. He didn't last very long. That's like 2 weeks. So that's,
Now, what's the best part of touring for you?
I love seeing different cities because I like food a lot, and I like to go to different places and try out, like, what's the place in this city that you have to eat. And so I don't get to do that all the time, but when I do, it's usually pretty great.
Now, Kris Allen, we're on the same page. That was my next question. You're here in New York. Where do you go? What's your place to eat?
I've never been to the same place twice here, so I don't know. I don't have like a favorite place in New York.
Like, do you want pizza? Like, what's
No,
something you
I
crave?
don't want
You're
New
not
York pizza. To
no.
be honest with you, I'm sorry. That has nothing.
No.
My favorite pizza I've ever had was in San Francisco, and no one's ever gonna beat that. So.
No street dogs, no street meat, anything like that.
Street meat? No. I don't. I try to stay away from the street meat. I like going to like restaurants and like sitting down and having a dinner.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, obviously, the American Idol finale is coming up this week. Do you remember how nervous you were the night before, 2 nights before, when you were going up against Adam?
I don't know how nervous I was. I remember thinking that, who cares what happens from here on out? It's like, man, we both made it to the finale. I'm about to sing with Queen, and I'm going to sing with Keith Urban. It's going to be great. So I was like, whatever happens from here on out, it's like, whatever happens, it's good. So.
And I know you watch. Do you care to wager a guess at who do you think's going to win, or who you'd like to see win? I know you've probably been asked that 100 times.
No, I mean, and I've answered it, but I hate to answer it just because I think Philip is great, and I think he's really good and super, super nice guy. But I've been on the Jessica train for a while. I think she's great and a really good singer, and kind of throughout the show has had a great thing. You know, she's picked good songs. She's done a great job every time. So she would probably be my pick. And I hate to say it, but I think it's time for a girl to win.
And now Zorro, your dog, is on the cover of your new album. Are you taking him out on tour with you, or will he be staying at home with mommy?
Whenever mom comes out, he may be able to come. So maybe we could set up a little bunk for him.
Yeah.
Like a doggy bunk.
Are you ready for what that's going to entail, having him on tour?
No. But we'll see what happens. He's to the point where he's not like peeing on stuff, or every once in a while he'll poop somewhere.
I was going to say, if he starts peeing on things, it might be like the merch guy all over
Not
again.
to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Except for Zorro probably won't last 2 weeks. So.
Cool. So what else are you looking forward to for the summer, just besides touring?
I don't know. I mean, it just kind of like it. I love getting the music out there. I can't wait to hear people's reaction to the songs and to the CD and see where that takes us. You know, like I have no plans other than that. So.
No plans. All right. Do you have a message to the fans?
The fans are amazing. The fans are the reason that I do this stuff. Like they keep me going. They kind of give me inspiration to keep on doing this, because sometimes it's hard to find that, and they support me no matter what. And this thing is for them for sure.
Cool. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
You're welcome.